The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready, break. Set.
Now the first running back taken back in April, the former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ready,
From the 31, here comes second and a yard.
set.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Falcons had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. How about Jonathan Allen there, pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Come on. Set.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Black shot. Ready?
Ritter now looking to throw it this time. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ready.
Ritter. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Come on. Come on. Set. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
A man coming off a great rookie year. It's Dameon Pierce. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Here's Stroud. Fighting to stay upright. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Falcons, nothing. Ka'imi Fairbairn, the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. And he'll be corralled well outfield right around the 40-yard line. First down, here's Ritter. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Autobahn at his own 48-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Let's go.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 1.
10 cycles.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he'll only get a yard to bring up third and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Down.
Third down and 1.
Black swap. Cut.
Robinson will try to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Cut, cut.
Going play action. Ritter. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Second and 6.
Check, smash.
They'll let Hamler try and run it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Back to throw, Ritter. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Pierce gets this one running right. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
First and 10, it's Stroud. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now a 2nd and 10.
18, 5 here.
Stroud to throw it. This one finds Pierce on the out route. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Ready? Buffalo 18.
A throw out wide to Woods, complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one that was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Let's go now.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Throwing now is Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins from 4 yards out. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Falcons 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Ritter's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Ready?
On play action, here's Ritter. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Denzel Perryman with a sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Ritter will set up to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Here's Ritter. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Next to score, Texans 21, Falcons 7. Ka'imi Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ready.
Ritter back to throw. And complete to Drake London. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's a gain of 8.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Come on.
3rd and 3. Ritter now. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Ritter. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Ready.
Hand off right side to Pierce. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Here's 2nd and 10.
19 Tigers. Ready.
Now Stroud. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch.
Come on.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it.
But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Hey, check mega. Ready, go.
On second down, Ritter. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
Let's go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hut, hut.
Ritter to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Down.
2nd and 10.
Ready, ready. Hut, hut.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Dragon 60.
Final play of the half, Stroud. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Breaks through the contact. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
That's a tremendous start to the 3rd quarter. These guys had their foot on the gas the entire first half. They continue to keep the accelerator down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Stroud looking to change the play. A run by Pierce begins the second half. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 106 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Give to Pierce now on the option. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Warriors 70, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bob, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Red, yellow, ultra, go ultra.
In motion right, that's Hamler.
Ready.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Anthony Brown on the tackle. It's a gain of 16. Brings up 2nd down at the 30-yard line.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready.
A quick throw into the hands of Rager. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's a gain of 4.
Now they'll shift things around. On 3rd and 1, it's Ritter. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Ritter off the play fake. Got a man, it's London. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Looking to throw it here, Ritter. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check Fury. Ready.
To the air again, it's Ritter. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Right. 97. Ready.
Working from the gun, Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point the touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 2nd and 5.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And Stroud now to throw. And Woods has it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Left thing, 19.
Pierce now up the middle. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Being chased out left. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Cougar 19, 18, 5 in. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 79 Broncos.
Stroud looking to throw. That is caught. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
This 2nd and 4. Another carry for Pierce. And he gets it down to the 32. 132 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Bronco 80.
Now a handoff for Pierce. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Forced out to his left. Boy, took a real chance with that one, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Back to the ground with Pierce. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Here we go.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
Option right, here's Stroud. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Stroud to throw it. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Ka'imi Fairbairn comes on. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here this 4th quarter.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ritter on 1st and 10. This pass caught by Hamler. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the 4th is not going to be an easy task. But that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Shot. 17. Hut.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Breaks a tackle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
10 more yards. Brought down at the 18-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup.
Ritter now on second down. And this one's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Ritter. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. Robinson will score. Touchdown and 1. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. There are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he's going to be brought down right there after the catch at the 34. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Collins had a chance to seize a starting role in the weak Texans offense last year, but only managed to play in 10 games. Has to show some more playmaking ability this year, facing increased competition for targets.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw with Stroud. That's complete to Pierce. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And returning it, here's Hamler. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will score. Pick six for the Texans TV. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes? Oh, yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Ritter now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Desmond King picks it, and he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Ready up.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Stroud completes this out wide. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Falcons 21. Ka'imi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.